I grew up in New Orleans, and a key moment for me at 13 years old was reading The Seven-Story Mountain by Thomas Merton. Reading that book set me out on a journey really to become a monk. That's what I wanted to do in reading Merton. And I had an aunt who told me I could not go to Gethsemane after high school. And her word was like God's will for me. But I wanted to be a priest. So I, through a mentor, a teacher, a high school teacher, I went into the Jesuits, the Society of Jesus. That was a very important turning in my formation. I stayed with the Jesuits for 4.5 years. My training with them has marked my entire life. And Thomas Merton's, his topics are most important to me. His emphasis on the inner experience of not being complacent in the spiritual life, of constantly deepening the experience of being alive. Right now, in this stage of my life, I'm 69, I am discovering the fact that I've lived too much in my head. I give a retreat on Mary Oliver, and I'm interested in Mary Oliver because of her connection with nature and the world outside of herself. I'm more of a person who's been connected. I haven't been connected with nature. I could maybe tell you 3 or 4 names of 3 or 4 trees and maybe 3 or 4 flowers. But I mean, this is just a backdrop to my thinking. Now, I want to get out of my head. I want to even really let Merton go. One comes to a river, and there's no ferry, there's no bridge, there's no easy way to get to the other side. You should pick up anything you can that's available to you, twigs, plastic, or whatever. Buddha didn't say plastic, and make a raft for yourself. And go on this raft to cross the river. But the Buddha says, once you get to the other side of the river, put that raft down. Don't take it with you, put the raft down. I repeated this story in a gathering, an academic gathering, and I said, I was asked, how do you come to Merton? What does Merton mean to you? I said, and I repeated this story, and I said, Merton has been my raft through all my life to carry me to a certain point. But I feel at this time in my life, this was 2 years ago, I must put Merton down and walk on by myself. Well, here's what I'm doing. It's funny you ask that, because one of the tasks I see ahead for myself is to have a good death. And a good death is not to be frightened, to have that experience, and most importantly, I don't want to take everybody down with me when I go. I want it to be not a joyous occasion, but an occasion in which it's as meaningful as going on this pilgrimage. That it's, and I think I'm going to have to. I'm praying about it. I'm meditating on it. I'm anticipating it. I've had two wonderful dreams that have been significant in my life. And one of them was, the shorter one, that's more obvious, is that I dreamt that I was Lazarus in the tomb, that I was bound up. And being Lazarus, I began reciting a mantra to myself in my dreams. Only Christ can save me now. Only Christ can save me now. I would tell my son or my grandson, were I to have one, to realize the graces and the blessings that are received from relationships with other people. At my age now, at 69, I am full of gratitude for all those people who intervened in my life, who made me who I am today. Before you know what kindness truly is, you must lose things. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to sorrow until you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that matters anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out in the world to purchase bread. Only kindness that raises its head to say, it is I. Kindness that you've been looking for. And then kindness goes with you everywhere, like a shadow or a friend. That's the heart to me, kindness, our human kindness in the face of our sorrows, in sorrow's face. School marm, did you get? I'm teasing. I'm teasing.